judgments, rejections, conclusions of yesterday's call of me, or I have you of you and you have of me. Can we let all that go now for this moment? Thank you. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pork, all night, birds and beyond. So anybody who would like to come and share their experiences first, of how was the day, what all magic, anybody want to share it? Any questions to start with, or I go ahead. Anybody wants to say? I think everybody's muted, so you'll have to unmute yourself.
Hi, Aradhana.
Hi, who's that?
This is Ramya.
Hi, Ramya. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Where are you? I'm looking for you. Yeah, there you are. Yes.
Yeah. Hi. So
Hi.
thank you for the lovely call yesterday. I could only join for the second half, and then I caught up on the first half today. But yesterday, as soon as I got off the call from you, it was dinner time, and I was like, I had no hunger. I didn't want to eat. I was full. And I didn't want to eat breakfast and I didn't want to eat lunch. And I just haven't wanted to eat anything. Like, I've just been so full. And I've been asking questions like, if this, this is not a wrongness. And is this, is this the magic of me? And I'm getting a yes. It's weird. I can't even explain it, but thank you. Something's happening.
Wow. So. You creating it. Can you acknowledge it? It's not that something is happening. Everybody here is creating their own magic, and there have been so many, private messages on my group, on to me, and people have been sending, and there have been a lot of messages on the group. But that's what I've been telling everybody: acknowledge you. It's not time to ignore. I mean, I definitely love to receive, the acknowledgement about myself, but it's not about me again. It's all you guys. Have to acknowledge you. The whole series, this call is for the thing that you guys acknowledge you. It's not about me. So I am acknowledging myself anyway. So I am a magical vision. And what contribution can that be? Because each one of you, and I'm so grateful, my world has been on a roller coaster ride. So it's like this call before the call had started, now and this morning had been amazing. Oh my God, I have been having a Lucy experiences since morning. And I wonder what it is. It's so beautiful. Thank you to you all. Thank you. Keep receiving, keep acknowledging, and magic will keep getting greater. Thank you. Anybody else? All right. So, no, any question?
Hi, Aradhana.
Hi. Hey, Monica. How are you?
Fine. I just wanted to thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So how was your world? Has it blasted? Has it shifted?
I think it's taking time.
Yeah. Where is our Gagan? Gagan cleared time yesterday.
Yeah.
And you're still holding? So yeah, it's just a quantum
entanglement. इसकी watch से महंगी होगी ना?
Everything that brought up, can we let go? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pop, Sorry guys, like I've forgotten mentioning my magical wand. Anybody who's new on the call today and not from Access, listening now, or would be listening in future, I'm using a clearing statement from Access Consciousness. It's a magic wand statement which I use, and the short form I use is POD. Anybody who wants to understand it can go to theclearingstatement.com and have more details. Though you don't need to learn it or understand it, it just works like a magic wand. So just wanted to make that clear. So, and otherwise, if you do not want to use it, you can ask that whole energy to go. Yeah. So everything that brought up, talking about it. Yeah. Awesome. So whenever you think it's taking time, and okay, whenever it's kind of, I know in a lot of people's world it'll be happening, it's not shifted and changed. Everything hasn't just changed right away. But it's like it's from the space of quantum entanglement taking its own time. If you say in that language. Sorry. Just a moment. Quantum entanglement has its own space and its own time, which you can call as space or you can call as time. in meanwhile, when you are actually waiting for anything, you're not creating. So rather thinking, oh, I have to wait and it'll happen, that's kind of a vestedness you are holding into, that it's gonna show up this way or that way. So rather, in that bit also, it'll show up when it'll show up, but then if you're waiting, you're already vested. So it's like keep acknowledging little magics as the day goes, as the time goes. So that is the true magic you be. So the moment you said, Monica, that I know things are happening, but that whole energy was at time.
Yeah.
But that means you have already a result in your head.
Yeah.
So which is never gonna show up. When you're waiting, things are not gonna show up. So it's like coming from the space of what action can I take here, rather than like waiting. Like a lot of people wait for money in their life. They wait for specific things in their life, rather than questioning what action can I take here. Yeah. And being in action. And like one of the calls I was listening, and it's from that space of living life. Living is from the space of action. And kind of having life is like, okay, I'm bored, I'm waiting. That is having life. So are you having your life, or are you living your life? When you're living your life from action in every moment, that's when you're creating magic. Hello?
Hello.
So it's like living your life from being in action and being. Is there a difference between being in action and being? No, so there's no difference. But then the only difference you make is when you start waiting. When you being you, there'll be no difference. You'll be always in that space of action, like a child is. They're always in action. Okay, this board. Okay, now pick up something else. Not this. So it's the space of total action, not reaction. But we create our lives from reaction. Is rest also what did you say? Shali, can you read that, because I'm working from my phone.
Is rest also action?
So rest also
क्यों? पापा बोले कि आप ही जाओ. आज dinner में पाव भाजी. Is that all action?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, what is it for you, Yuvika? I mean, is it that are you waiting for like something when you're resting, or it's like no point of view? If you have a point of view that I'm resting and it's wrong, you really don't have to do anything. When you're being, you really do have to do anything. Do kids really do anything? But they keep playing, they keep tasting everything. They keep playing up with the toys, everything. They keep on and on and on with the joy of being with them. Not just sitting and like, okay, something will fall. Like I remember when I was young, and my dad would always say that, magic just happens and magic will happen. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, Dad, would the things actually move and come to us? Is it that? Or is like, and he's like, yeah, things will happen. If my sister had to get married, it's aa jayega ladka. Upar se tapkega. And it's like always will it like come from top of where? And he used to smile and go. And then in my head, I had such a confusion. I was like, wow. But then I looked at my mom doing everything for it. I said, she's got mom, he's got a mom, and she's gonna do everything. So, but now when I grew up, I acknowledge that, wow, his world was very clear. In his world, he created his magic. But my definition was that somebody has to drop from the head or from my ceiling or somewhere, and the magic has to show up. But he had created my mom, who would do everything. She would be hyper about doing everything, and my dad would smile and pass through. But in his life, everything was created with total ease. So, and he rested and he smiled and he enjoyed whatever he'd like to enjoy. He wanted to do his orchards, he did that. He wanted to do his being a doctor, practice, and he did it with his ease, with his pace. And now when I'm just talking to you and I'm like, wow, how much am I imbibing that from him? It's not funny. I do everything with my ease, and I'm so grateful that, and everywhere I've created magic in my life. with just by asking, just by looking. So my friend was here right before this call started, and that person said that, I was just thinking about this biscuit or something, and then and wow, it's here right now in front of me. I said, yeah, ask, shall you receive? He said, I did not ask it. I said, but you only looked at it. That's also an ask. So it's that simple. The magic is that simple. Bharti, I think you're unmuted. You'll have to mute yourself because there's a lot of noise behind you. Yeah, so does that clear you, Yuvika?
So Aradhana,
Yeah.
I just want to, like all my life, I've given a lot of significance to action, and that was in fact making me miserable. So when I was in action, I was kind of satisfied with myself. When I was not, I was the worst person on this planet. And now I have started doing things when I want to do them. So like for example, yesterday I was in full on action, like I created results like crazy. And today I just worked from my bed. I didn't even get up. Like even right now I'm in the bed.
Yeah.
So that is also action, right? Like action is not like being hard.
Action is not being hard. It's not being working like, you have to do it. It's from the joy. It has to be totally from the space of joy and no point of view. As I just said, that example of the biscuit my friend did. And, it's like in his world, it was like, I was, maybe some memory pass or something came. And then next week comes and he sees it in front of him. That's still magic.
Yeah, so I have started realizing this, that in this reality, it's not that great to create results from your bed. Like you have to be in office, you have to be working and slogging your ass.
Yeah. Magical, everything is easy. Nothing will look like a work. It won't look like an action. Action is not the meaning you take in an action. It's from the space of total joy. It's just being safe.
So Aradhana, I wanted to know about what is your take on enrollment? On enrollment.
Jasmine Patel Mystery, can you mute yourself? Just say again.
On enrollment. Like how often and how much do you enroll people around you in your world, like what you want to do?
So it's how much do you want to engage? It's the choice. It's not, so if you're getting involved in people, then you are into their trauma, and that's also not that wrong and right. It's just a choice that if I get involved with people's life and then you take a thing that it's my responsibility to do everything and totally get involved is also a choice. And then there is a level where you can just engage with them and know that that's their world, and how can you just be with them or can use it to your advantage as well, with no point of view. So the more you get in, and it's the point of view actually at the end of it, everything, the energy behind it, the point of view you carry. If there's no point of view, nothing is wrong and right anyways. If it's affecting you and you're at the effect of it, then yes, then you have to change your point of view. Your point of view creates your reality. That's simple. Does that make clear, Yuvika? So can you acknowledge your magic being in the bed?
Yeah. Totally.
So, and wherever you're taking your action was wrong also, can you let that go? If it worked then, and that was the information you had then, and now it's different.
Yeah, that's nice. So this question is coming from, so I know that I created results through my phone in my bed, but my employee wants me to be around, like in the business, especially because he's also in the
so
office.
What magic can you be? What question can you ask here? And what magic can you be to outcreate him? And are you willing to go and work and be like, okay, sure. And then what else is possible? And how can you kind of lure him to a different reality? I mean, just be with everybody. When you be with somebody and then like, okay, what does he require? What would he like to listen here? What would, question. And then that magic will pop up and you're like, okay. And you know your question. I mean, I might answer you today, but that won't work for you. So what is it in your world? What do you know about him?
So in the end, it's all about asking a question, right? Like no matter who I talk to, which access person, like I'm really wanting answer de do.
Exactly.
But in the end, it's all about asking a question.
Yes, it's all about you. It's empowering you to know that you know. So that is when people ask me a lot of questions on my groups and Be the Change and personally also, and know, and I can sense that frustration at that point of time when they're like, but can you help me right now? I'm like, what do you know? I know, and I can sense and I can hear as being psychic that frustration and irritation. She's not a great facilitator. She's not willing to help. Great, interesting point of view. But I'm like, and I'm laughing to my glory. I'm like, yeah, but what do you know? What you know, I cannot. Even if I give you that, that is not gonna work for you. That is the power of a question.
Aradhana, Sonali has a question that how do you get to know point of view?
So there is watermelon and jackfruit.
Rajkumar, could you just mute everyone?
Again. Yeah, it's about you for everyone. And that is where question leads you from the total space of possibilities, from the space of a wonderland, which is like, actually, what is it? And what do I know about it? And that's when you be the magic. And are you willing to be the magical witch and the bitch you truly be? And everything that doesn't allow you to be that. Receive the gift you as a magical witch and bitch be. Can you let that go? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, online shop, boys and be. Awesome. That was amazing. Thanks, Yuvika, for putting up. And
Aradhana, Sonali has a question. How do you get to know point of view?
All right, Sonali, can you come up? Show up. Where are you? So what do you know? No point of view. What doesn't let you come to no point of view? Hi. Where are you? Where do I see you? Sonali. Yeah, now I can see you. Yeah. So what doesn't let you go to the no point of view place?
So, so a lot of time when you do your clearings or when you say that, interesting point of view or, operate from no point of view, that doesn't happen with me. I mean, there's something with me says that, either I'm operating from...
ब्रह्म थोड़ी देर की रह गई अभी मैं वेली होके अभी लगाया.
Can you repeat yourself?
Yeah. So I said, whenever we basically do the clearings or when we say that, okay, interesting point of view or to operate from no point of view, I don't know. I mean, I can't somehow manage to do that. No point of view, as in the sense, what do you mean by no point of view?
So it's like not agreeing with it and not reacting to it. And it's like, okay, fine. And why does the point of view, if you're in the rightness of your point of view, you keep fighting for it. You'll keep giving reasoning for it. And you're like, okay, fine. But what is an interesting point of view? Wow, okay, that's another person's way of looking at it. Okay, that's very interesting. But that doesn't have to be for you or right or wrong for you. It just is a point of view. And it's an interesting one. And so is with your own self, that it's an interesting point of view that I think so-and-so person is like this and is behaving. That's my interesting point of view. But is that true and real? And if nothing is true and real, what else is possible? And initially, okay to look at, okay, I have a point of view. It's okay to be with having a point of view, not fighting with that energy too. Okay, what is the value of holding this point of view? How is it helping me? What gift I'm not willing to receive from this point?
Right.
So again, question, and it'll be right.
I know.
There.
You do that.
Simple. Magic is right there. It's like I heard somebody saying this, and I was listening to someone, And it was like, they beautifully explained this. This is how we think that, the sun goes up in the morning and the sun goes down in the evening. But sun never goes, sun is always there. It's the earth moving, right? And so is that bliss is always there in us. Happiness is always there. But then mind tells us this is not possible, and then we start not seeing it. But the moment we keep the mind and the things away, we start seeing that bliss. Like we start seeing the sun. But then we say, oh, happiness comes and happiness goes. Happiness is always there. Choice is always there. And magic is always there. It's your mind which takes away the magic away from you.
Acknowledgement, right?
Yes. Acknowledgement is the key to magic. I've been telling it for years now. It's like, choose it, be it, and have fun. Meme, yes, Rabia, thank you.
Thank you, Aradhana. But this sounds so easy. But I guess when you start implementing it every day, why does it become a little cumbersome? So, you apply for the first 10 days, 12 days, and then something shows up and you're back to square one.
Yeah, and that is the time when you have to be actually choosing it and be present with it. It's like, okay, गाड़ी नहीं चालू करनी है.
Everybody is on mute, so there's some kind of a feature that they use to just find that out.
Yeah, I think from tomorrow. Yeah. So where were we? What was it?
So Aradhana, so I was basically asking you, so like when you said acknowledgement and points of view, interesting points of view. So basically you continue this for
Yeah, so you said that you forget it after 10 days. So it's like, so it's like, that's a choice you have to make. That's the choice you will have to make, that, and the demand from yourself that, this is changing in my world, and you give your job to your body or to your being that, okay, this is changing and I have to be present. And I kept asking myself to be more present. What else will it take for me to be more present? And, the moment I went into that, after 12 days or 15 days, and I was like, wow. And I will be into 2 days into a drama or whatever, and suddenly you're like, oh wow, this drama is not getting solved. And I'm like, okay, what can I do? And then it was like, I don't want to ask a question. I don't want to do this. I want a fucking answer right now. And, I want things to be solved. And then I would stay in that drama for 3 days. And then I'm like, oh God, nobody on this planet can take this drama out of my life unless I question it, because I only have the awareness to it, and because I'm the creator of it, I have the solution of it. And then I would like laughingly, smilingly within myself, okay, I'll ask a question. What is this? What can I do? Can I change it? And things start shifting. And sometimes it's not nothing. And then again, the repetition of that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. What else is possible here? And I would keep doing it in my head, and things would change. So and then also they're acknowledging, oh wow, okay, maybe after 3 days I woke up. And it was okay that 3 days I'm in that drama, it's fine. And now it's come to the state that it's like a minute and I'm like, shit, okay. So that time span has like gone almost nil. So it's a practice, it's a muscle, because we have lived that life and we have been into that state of giving up our magic in our lives. So this is now the time to have your magic in your life and demand that of you, and request every molecule to kind of, every being to contribute and for you to be more present.
Wow, that's so lovely. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for asking.
Aradhana, Ridhima has a question. Ridhima, could you unmute yourself?
Yeah.
Hi. My question is very funny and obvious.
They're never a funny question. They're always amazing questions. People who don't ask are funny and stupid. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So my question is, what is magic? I'm sorry.
Okay, awesome, great question. Thank you for asking. Yes, I've been great. Thank you. So what is magic for you, sweetheart?
For me, magic is when I'm being the potency that I am, when I'm able to change, to institute change, to bring about change for myself, for other people.
And what more? And what more? And what more? And what more?
uh,
So wherever you're defining and killing it, can we destroy and unkid that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, all nashar, was in yours. So that's when it's like, okay, it's like that lightness of like bringing that joy. In this 10 seconds, it's that. And now what is more magic? Universe, show me more magic. What does actually magic looks to me like? For each one of you on this call or listening now or later in the reality, it will be like what magic will be different for you again. Magic is like, as I gave that example. I don't remember. Did I give the example of that suitcase that I wanted it to reach to Costa Rica? No, I didn't think so. So there was so once I was doing this 9 Chinese class, and I got that whole, it's not about like showing up suddenly falling into place or somebody putting a wand here and my suitcase will reach somewhere else. So it's just acknowledging so I asked that, okay, what else is possible here and what magic can show up with my suitcase when I had to first time travel to Costa Rica because it was a long flight. And it was amazing how from home till Costa Rica in my room, how my suitcase, I never had to pick it for a second. So it was like my guys put it in the car, my driver put it on the trolley, the other guy took the trolley and put it on the weighing machine and stuff, and it went in. There I got down, so I was waiting for my suitcases. There was a guy who actually picked up and pulled it on my trolley. I went aage. I said, okay, I'll have to take down to recheck in. That guy there took it and put it in the belt. And I get down at the Costa Rica. So there was a person standing for me. He picked up the bag and he put it on the thing, put it in the car. And from the car, it went to the reception. From the reception, the guy came and put it into my room on my table. Was it that magic? Yes. Did I have to pick up? No.
Then what's not magic?
So there is nothing that is not magic. It's again the point of view. It's a point of view of you that kills the magic.
Yes, I get. Yeah, I'm getting. Basically, so okay, again, I'm getting into definitions because I've got words to define.
Yeah. So we're so entrained. Thanks. No, it's not about you, but it is. I have looked a lot into my own life, and it's like we get very hassled when we have no answer to it. We do not cognitively, we cannot explain it to people. We get so paranoid. We really get paranoid. And that's when like, how do I explain the other person? Rather than just asking, okay, do I really need to explain myself? Or, okay, can I just magically, send that sense to that person?
Oh, wow. I didn't consider that.
Yeah, question. What else is possible, right? So it's like, what is actually, if you start being more present with your life and more present with your thoughts, it's like, oh, what is actually troubling me right here? That I'm not able to explain it because I do not have a cognitive outlining, because it's never been in this reality ever. Because how would it be in this reality? You are the creator of it. Like Apple phone was not in this reality until the guy created it. So what you know, only you know. So what if you don't have to define it and ask it to go to people and whosoever will be contributing it to reach in their heads and they can come and communicate with you and make it happen.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's magic again. So it's that simple.
Thank you for saying that. How can it exist where it is already not there and I have to create it? And there's just something that showed up today. And Subha said, I'm asking what awareness do I require to receive here? And that's exactly because it doesn't exist right now and I haven't created it.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, so that's the struggle. That's where we give up our magic. And I have been working on this on myself for like quite a while, and I'm like, what? And that is an inconceivable reality we are aware of. And are we willing to be wrong and fail and judged for what we know? Because nobody else on this planet, you are the only one person who has that magic, who knows that. Are you willing to have your back? And everything that doesn't allow, can we destroy and unkid all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, all nashar, wasn't yours. That's the witchiness in you to bring something to life and living. And that is the bitchiness to make sure it happens.
Oh, dude, that is like light everywhere for me. Because I'm like, this is so silly. It doesn't exist right now. And I forgot to read it and then I'm asking it to
everything that working. The miraculous you guys believe.
Aradhana
Yes,
Shivani says we can create through magic, can also uncreate certain things through the same magic.
Yes, you can create and uncreate everything. And what do you know? Can you, Shivani? I can. I'm asking what you can you? And that's when I use my magic wand, pocket pot. There is hi. Who's there? Where is your picture? Who's saying hi to me right now, Sonali? Shivani. Where are you? Awesome. Okay, you keep going. I'll look for you. Meanwhile,
yeah. I found a lot of things yesterday which I was looking from months.
Yeah.
I was just asking if we can uncreate thing also.
Can you?
We somehow go to guilt mode. Like, why did we create it?
What is guilt? Just because you can. As I said yesterday. Why did you create it? Tell me. Why did you? I will punish you for it. Tell me. Why did you create it? Do you have a reason? Do you justify it? Will that work?
No.
So, is that simple? Do you want to make it complicated?
No.
So can it be simple and just because I could? That was the choice I made then. And no choice is wrong or right. It was just a choice. And it gave me an awareness. And now what else can I choose and create in this 10 seconds?
Okay.
Yay, awesome, simple. Awesome.
So Aradhana, Monica Gulati, Monica has to say that what when I feel questions are not working? I'm asking, nothing shows up. What to do that?
Is that true, Monica? Nothing showing up? Or you do not want, you're not, the answer what you really desire is not showing up? Truth. Where are you? Gulati? Monica Gulati?
I'm here.
Yeah.
Yes. Hello, darling. Tell me. Is it true? Have you already concluded an answer in your head how it has to show up? Truth. Yes. Can you guys see her face right now? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. And that's not wrong. And that's thanks for acknowledging that's how you're working right now. And that isn't, it's happening with most of the people. You know, I'm asking every question. I'm asking, what is it that I'm not asking? What is that it's not? You already concluded it's not working. It might be like the minutest change in your life, which you have to acknowledge.
Yeah,
but you're looking for bigger.
Yeah, I know things are changing.
Yeah, but they're not changing at the speed I like. So you are the control freak. There is the magic. You do not like ease. You think you are changing. And honestly, acknowledge that. Has it ever worked, that control? Only it's the stress. It has always happened whenever it has been required. Everything has been gifted to you. Everything has been put in your platter. It's just that because you, again, to show in this world, it is like my life is so easy and simple. Sitting at house and doing nothing and just having an how can I be so happy? Or doing anything. It's like it can't be simple. I'm normal, as average as you guys are. I'm not different. Please accept me. Please validate my reality. And I'm the victimized. I am the poor lady who's suffering. Nobody is here to stand behind me. I suffer all the time. Nobody even talks about me happy. Doesn't see how much I work hard. But there is nothing ever in your life that you have asked for and you have not done. There is, today, look into your life and everybody of you and see you have what exactly you have asked in your life and you have actually had it. Nobody has been ever able to control you. And that is not that your control has worked. It's just a victimization story. And what if that is also not wrong or right? Because we did not acknowledge and we did not know that we can be a magic before this. And now we are being conscious. Now we are being present. It's okay to acknowledge the magic. We are okay to be different. And everything that doesn't allow you to receive, no, be, and have your own back. Can you just try and get that? Right and wrong, good and bad, what talk, all shabbos and beyonds. Does that make you lighter, Monica?
Yeah.
मेरे सामने कुछ नहीं चलने वाला. That is what I tell to my family. No, Bahana. No, Rona. Cannot work with me. It's just, and how it happens.
Much, Aradhana. इतना कुछ चल रहा है घर में.
Yeah, but then what if you can just be? You can just be and sitting and watching. Wow.
But it's the time to take action now, no?
That's your conclusion? Is there a question there? What, like I gave this in the morning today. What if you can acknowledge your miraculous presence? Did anybody of you worked on it? Are you on the Be the Change group, Monica? I think you are. Yeah. Did you play with the tool?
No.
You do not want to play with the tool, but then you want to change.
Okay.
Did you acknowledge today the whole day, sitting in the place wherever you were and wherever things are happening? Did you ask, what is my presence changing here? Did you acknowledge the change that you've been gifting them? Yeah. So it's like, unless you will not acknowledge you, how will the world acknowledge you? Even if they're acknowledging you, they won't see you. You won't see it. Because you've already defined how it has to see. It should be shown in your world.
I get it.
And that is what I actually shared in my yesterday's call, on the first call, that the person in the plane when I met him, and I was telling this to my friend today, that, that his presence was it. I have not in my entire life met somebody so calm and peaceful, who had nothing. He could have said nothing, and he had half the time he didn't talk to me. His presence was shifting everything for me. Just being sitting was melting all my barriers, all my problems. I'm like, yeah, I mean, he's so much at peace. And looking at him, I'm like, wow, he's so peaceful. So what am I getting panicked about? Or is it my body? Is it this? Am I not an allowance of the choice? And they're like, yeah, it's okay. What is happening in your life? Like, everybody of this thing, itna kuch ho raha hai, ghar mein, this is happening, this is blasting. Let everything blast. It is exactly happening as you're asking it to change. And sometimes things never show up, like not sometimes, but things never show up the way you're asking to them to show up. And ask at that time, is that the change showing up in a different way? And can I be an allowance of how it shows? If anybody has to die, if anybody has to be sick, if anybody has to be going into the financial crisis, are you being an allowance of it first? Again, unless you're not going to be an allowance and acknowledge that change, you will not be able to uncreate it also, and you cannot go further to change it also. You have to be very present with it and be an allowance of it. Okay, fine, it's fine. So everywhere you get, first reaction is panic, reaction. And we create our lives from reaction.
Yeah.
That doesn't work. And reaction leads to another reaction to another reaction. So ask the question, what space are you creating this? What is it from the reaction? Is it a space of reaction or allowance or an action?
Okay.
So when you will be there and like, wow, okay, what can I change? I being the consciousness, what can I change in this space? What if I do nothing? As what Yuvika asked, what if I do nothing? I just be in my bed. Is that an action? Yes. At that point of time, it might be the best action you could be. When there is so much of a chaos in the turmoil, what if you just be peaceful and be like, okay, I'm willing everything to blast today. And what shifts can I be?
How can I be in peace? What will it take for me to be peace and calm?
No, but peace and calm is again a judgment where you're getting yourself blocked into.
Okay.
Ease is what you desire, because peace is also then how the peace has to show. Yeah. For some people, unless they do not scream, they're not peaceful.
Okay.
So you can't define that only being quiet and meditative is called peace. It can be your screaming. You can be laughing loud. Somebody cannot stop talking. That might be very peaceful for them. Okay. So again, peace has a different definition for everyone. It's just what ease can I create in my life? What can I have to? I mean, what is panicking me here? Be present with it. Is it even mine? And then even if I'm picking, what is the value? Okay. No? Keep question, what else? Okay, what else? If you do not get any question what to ask a simple question. What question can I ask you? Simple. And it will come to you.
Nowadays,
And
I'm
universe show
thinking,
me
if I know not this, what else is possible? If
I know not this, yes. What else is possible? It is a practice. It's a change you truly desire. And as I've always been mentioning that I never give up. I'm like you. Like me, you do not like me. You like my language. You don't like my language. Maybe it's too much of a language. Maybe it's too much of word. Maybe I'm talking too much according to the other person. Whatever I'm doing, this is me. And I have my back. You be with me or you do not be with me. I desire a certain change in my life. And if this is the way I'm feeling light, this is a journey I'm choosing to, I am willing to have my back and be it. I'll keep following that path and I'm willing to fail. Okay, I failed. Now I'll try another path. Because anyways, if you are following others, you have others to blame at because you said so. It didn't work. Yeah. So play with it, put your hand in your fire and see it burns or doesn't. Unless you will not sense it, it won't change for you. Okay. Cool. And do not be scared to put your hand in fire. It's okay. What fun can you have? What sex can you have with fire? Okay. Hello.
Thank you so much.
Most welcome, dear. Great questions, guys. Loving it.
Yuvika has another question. She says,
yes, Yuvika.
Do people working with you get annoyed when you're being the witch?
Do they? Does that?
Do
yeah,
people
probably. Maybe. I wonder. And that's amazing with me. Somehow, I don't notice that. It doesn't come in my head. And that's what we kind of sometimes laugh and they're like, don't want to see it. I'm like, I don't want to put my energy there. Because if I'm putting my energy, I'm already doubting what I'm doing. I am this. Even if they like me or they don't like me, has nothing to do with me. I'm not going to change. This is me. I'm choosing to. That's what I'm saying. I play my way. This is for me. I play my way. I keep going that certain way till the time I find my way out of it. It's like moving in a jungle and finding your new path. And people are saying, don't go there, don't go there. And I love to go as a humanoid. I love to go people say don't go to. And then I'm like, yeah, I'm willing to fail. Sometimes I fail, sometimes I enjoy. But that doesn't really doesn't matter if anybody's getting jealous of me or is getting bothered. In fact, they're a gift to me because they're like, oh, I'm doing something amazing that's picking up their attention. So that I find that is a gift. If anybody is really jealous of me so probably I'm always grateful to everything. Again, thank you. It works like magic in my life.
So
yeah,
I'm being the witch to my with my agency. Like I'm being myself actually.
Yeah.
And I am the boss of my work and I'm being that. But उनको ना digest नहीं हो रही वो बात.
So that's also interesting. When are you able to digest it?
So after like ages, I think for the second time in my life, I gave a thought to कि ये feminism, sexism क्या है. तो मेरे दिमाग में आया कि if I was a man, तो हो सकता है ये लोग मुझे बोलते वाओ कितना like sure बंदा है, assured बंदा है. But when I'm a woman, they're like कि कौन आ गई इतनी arrogant and all of that. So एक तो ये फालतू potty जैसे thought है. ये आना ही क्यों चाहिए, right? Like man, woman, what is that?
No. So first, acknowledge you have a point of view.
Yeah.
When you have a point of view, you'll create that reality, and nothing wrong and right about it also. Now, second, it's a potty jaisa thought. Arey potty hai to koi baat nahi. I'm choosing to be in the potty in this 10 seconds. Not resisting it. Okay. Man, woman thought. कहाँ से pick किया? चल रहा है मेरे साथ तो रख लेती हूँ. नहीं चल रहा तो छोड़ देती हूँ. And your thoughts create your reality. The moment you have it in your head, you will create it. Certain person coming to you and telling the same thing. That is the power you have. So once you've had it in your head, any statement, anything, any reaction, you have already given it life. That's it. It will show up in your life how, where, when you wonder.
So I can plant something in them, right?
Can you? Can
Oh
you?
wow, ye bandi
No.
kitni sahi hai, you know, all of that stuff.
First, if it is planted in your hand that if you acknowledge that I'm that sahi, to ho jayega. Like I planted everybody of you know that I'm magical. I am magical.
Yeah.
I do not doubt my magic. And even if you guys acknowledge it or not acknowledge it, I acknowledge it. And that leads you to acknowledge me. Simple.
So I was buying the wrongness from this reality of how I am right now. I was buying that. So I'm.
And what if it's not wrong? You're buying the drama because you want to enjoy the drama also, na? Fire mein haath to dalna hai na. It's okay.
Feel aati hai thodi.
Yeah, but that's life, you know. That's the fun of life.
I
Putting hands in different areas. There was something around the validation somebody said, I don't know. Shani, just read it out.
Validation. Priyanshi has a question for a long time. She says,
yeah.
What magic can I do and be that I can get a good caretaker for my home? This seems to be a little heavy. How can I create it? Thus, this thing came up while I was on the call. I desire to create magic in this area.
I can't stop laughing on this question. Where is the question here? Can anybody see the question?
I make you laugh.
Thank you. Is it a question? Is it a statement? What is it?
I don't know it. I mean,
you don't know. You don't know. You better send me 1,000 rupees today, right away.
Okay.
Anybody who says I don't know, I charge them. This doesn't mean I'm doing a free call that you guys don't pay me for. I don't know. That's my other revenue stream. Please send me. I don't know. Ka. You're abusing yourself the moment you're saying I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. So you know. So go from there and tell me what do you know.
I know that there must be some magic I can create in this area wherein I'm kind of struggling like from some time, and it came up right while I was on the call. So I thought it was making me heavy. I was not attentive.
So what will make you light now? We had so much of discussion here. Let's play with you. What will make you light here?
Being questioned.
When you got this awareness, where was the question? What is the question? What did you question yourself with? Did you acknowledge it? Okay, I did this like what we were talking to Yuvika right now. Okay, I created this mess. I never questioned that. Fine. Now is the time. Can I ask a question? What question can I ask? Can I do the magic? And what question can I ask? Can I ask how can you give job to your home? If you really desire it, I can't see you. Yeah. See, yeah, no. So it's like, what if I can just be? And ask that question, okay, can I give job to who needs the help? Your house needs a help. Your house needs somebody to take care. Here, house, do you really require it? If you really choose it, fine for yourself.
Okay.
I'm not going to do this. This is fun. I would love to have my luxury, and what each can we both create for each other.
Oh.
Question. Give jobs. Make your life easy. Be magical with. How would a magical princess would be? Maharani would be like order.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
And I sit in a chair and order. So do I take action? I do. Do I do anything? As for this reality, nothing. I actually do nothing according to this reality. I don't go out and earn money. I don't know money. I mean, I'm just enjoying my life as I'm enjoying. But I'm working all the time.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah, I
Question. Aradhana doesn't have an answer to your questions. She has a question for you. That's it.
Yeah, I got it. And I have one more thing I should ask right now. Like, I was working before marriage. It's been a year. And I was working like crazy hard. But after marriage, I stopped working. And I somewhere don't feel light working. So it somewhere pings me that Priyanshi, you were not working and you were like this and this and this. And people also come and tell me, why don't you do this? Oh, you're not working. And, you know, you are CA and this and that.
So it's somewhere, it's then I say, okay, my body want to relax. It's fine. I want to relax.
So what's the
I want to
question?
relax.
What's the
Sorry?
question? What's the question in the story?
What's the question in the story?
See, how much story are you giving to your head? That's
Yeah.
what I told you. I don't listen to stories. I don't listen to stories. I'm like, what's the question?
Okay. So
What question are you asking here?
I'm asking myself that am I okay with not working? And
Is it a question? Is that a question? What is this? What can I change? What I'm not in allowance of it? What am I not? What am I resisting here? What am I agreeing here? What am I disagreeing here?
Okay.
And then see it. Okay, now what else is possible here? Would I still have to work, or do I want to go into story and victimization and give reasoning and blah 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 blah? So it's amazing how we keep giving stories in our head all the time to our own self. Forget people. We also keep giving stories to our head. That's when you have to start being present, guys, to be magic in your life. Stop the story in the head.
Okay.
The day you stop the story in your head, your life will change magically, 360 degrees.
Got it.
Watch the story. You don't have to jabardasti stop it by force. You have to just be present with it. Oh, wow. That's the story I'm giving. Wow. Wow. And watch your story. Enjoy it like a movie.
Yeah.
And then question what you can change.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
So we have a last question, Aradhana.
Yes, I was saying about this to that. Yeah.
Just a minute. It's just gone. Just a minute.
If you play with the game I gave yesterday of thank you, nobody responded on that.
Yeah.
So
The question is from Manisha, and she says, "What would it take not to feel separated from family after Access? Like they find me stubborn and lazy."
I love your questions, guys. Awesome. Where are you? Come up, Manisha.
Hi.
How much are you using Access to hide behind?
I don't know.
I don't know. Another 1,000 rupees on the call. I love it. Thank you. Send me. I'll message my address on the group. 12-month 12 thing. Anybody who says I don't know, please transfer 1,000 bucks. Come on now, say. I love it.
I am like
Are you
yesterday
hiding behind Access?
Yes.
That's simple. So what's the value? Are you willing to be you, and are you willing to be wrong, and are you willing to say I'm a stubborn girl? How many judgments do you have of being a stubborn girl? सारे Access को ऐसे नहीं करो यार. It's such a sweet thing. I love it.
I created a magic yesterday after the call. I sat with the family asking questions. How contributive this could be. What would it take for us to just talk for a while without getting into any argument? It was nice. After that, when I was back in my room, my space, since morning, I'm again feeling I don't want to step out of my room. I don't want to talk to them because every time they have something which I don't
was
want
it you? Was it you, or were you aware of their heads?
I was aware of them.
So do you have a point of view around it? Okay, interesting. And what more question can I put in their head? What more questions can I put in their universe? Mama. So have you already changed the reality? And it's uncomfortable when you're in question. So have you already changed your story in your house last night when you created the magic?
Where is it?
And somebody's talking to the child of hurting. So when you are in allowance of like, okay, what magic? Where is the question here today? You did not ask any question here. It's like, okay, I do not want to choose. What is it? Is it me? Is it somebody else? Be in question, sweetheart. And I'm adding, okay, wow. And okay, wow. Access is all about questions. Access is just empowering you to know that you know. You know it, sweetheart. You know it. And what change have you already created that you're not acknowledging last night? How many worlds have you already moved? How much of your magical presence has already moved your house? The more you move, the more everything is going to move. The more you've been allowing of you as who you are, the more they will be. Play with it, and if it doesn't, then we'll talk more about it tomorrow.
Yeah,
Great.
surely.
So we are we are over with our time zone also, Radha. It's 8.
Yeah.
And
So
we are
we have
looking.
few questions, I think, which you can keep for tomorrow, probably, if you still have.
Yes, we'll keep them for tomorrow. And thank you, everyone. I hope you all had an awesome, magical, witchy bitchy time with us. And we're so looking forward to seeing you all tomorrow with more questions.
And also, just before I leave, I want to ask that thank you exercise, guys. Who wants to share? I'll give you 5 minutes to share fast.
Yeah, I did it.
Yeah.
I did it yesterday with my family.
First, let her finish. Yeah. Who was it? You did it. Did it change something? That's what I just want to know.
Yes, it amazingly did.
Awesome. So can we keep going on with it for next 5 days? At least, rest is your choice.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. Yes, Radhima.
Yeah, all the significance I was attaching to certain things that I was not considering that, okay, I'm making it really significant. So that went away because of saying thanks. And there was a lot of ease and joy and glory, and I slept like I was floating in the air. And I also asked my body
guys,
to show what.
Yeah, do anything. Do not play with this tool at all. Do not, okay? Do not play with this tool at all. Do anything. Do not be thank you to any and every bullshit happening in your life. Awesome. That's what I wanted to know. Lovely. Thank you. Thank you guys for showing up and asking more and great questions. Love you all. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.